This is called hypocrisy. Anything hypocritical will eventually be exposed. But for now, it works. Within a month at the mayor's house, everyone shows him great respect. He becomes a celebrity in the city. As for the mayor's 3 children, they are in awe of Julien. However, Julien's hypocrisy shows up here. He doesn't enjoy being with children or teaching them. His mind is elsewhere. But since these are the mayor's children, Julien never shows his impatience. He remains cold and indifferent, appearing fair, but really he just doesn't care. Another point of internal conflict is that, while Julien is a competent tutor, he harbors resentment and disgust towards the upper-class society he is part of. He can't show this openly because, at social gatherings, he is merely a display item, always placed at the end of the line. This situation constantly frustrates him. Julien has always been insecure, and he can't get past this insecurity, which leads to psychological distortions. At several banquets, he has to control himself with great effort to keep his true feelings from showing. Being in the mayor's house has exposed him to the opulence of upper-class society, and his desires start to grow. He wants everyone to respect him and flatter him. He's not content with just being a tutor. He dreams of rising to the same level as these high society people. So, he considers taking a shortcut. His focus is on Madame de Rênal, the mayor's wife. Julien's strategic approach unfolds as he feels that working diligently for a lifetime would not get him the wealth and honor he craves. He feels it's impossible to achieve his dreams through hard work alone, so he purposefully pursues Madame de Rênal. Book lovers, think about it. At this point, Julien is like a student from a small town who, through hard work, gets into a prestigious university like Peking University or Tsinghua University. He already has many accolades. If he works diligently in this position, it could be quite a decent life. But Julien wants more than just this. To all the servants, Julien is different from them. For example, I do the rough work and cook, but Julien is a tutor, someone with knowledge and a respectable position, earning more than the rest. So, the servants look up to him as an idol. For instance, the mayor's wife's maid develops feelings for Julien, which is quite natural. Just like in Dream of the Red Chamber, the senior maid around the old lady or the maid around Bao Yu holds significant status in the household. They are also quite intelligent and capable. So, it's understandable that this maid would have fantasies about Julien and think they are well matched. One day, after she receives a small inheritance, she has money and boldly proposes marriage to Julien. However, Julien refuses her. Why? Because he isn't willing to marry a maid for a small inheritance. Julien has other opportunities as well. A good friend of his discovers Julien's position in the mayor's house and the chance to mingle with many nobles. He invites Julien to become a business partner, promising him a substantial annual income without dealing with complex social interactions. But Julien rejects this offer too. Why does Stendhal include these two events? They might seem like digressions, but they highlight Julien's immense ambition. If a young, beautiful woman's proposal and an offer to earn thousands of francs each year don't satisfy him, what does he truly desire? There's a detail in the book. When Julien received the tutoring offer, his father asked about the salary, concerned about how much money the family would earn. But Julien wasn't interested in the money. He was more concerned about whether he would have to dine with the servants. For Julien, dining with the servants meant being at their level. No matter how much money he was offered, he wouldn't be happy with that. So we can see what Julien wants: honor and status. Wealth is money, but status, the kind that can overshadow money, is what Julien is after. He wants a ticket into high society, but how can he get that? In that society, it was mostly hereditary. If you were born into a noble family, you were a noble. What should ordinary people do? Julien thinks he needs a shortcut, and that's to win Madame de Renal's affection. Julien takes a look at himself in the mirror. How does he appear? He looks quite delicate. His features aren't perfectly regular, but are quite refined. He has a strong nose and large dark eyes that seem scholarly and thoughtful when calm, but fiery when passionate.